All right, boys. So there has been a lot of talk after this recent patch that just happened with Undisputed Boxing. The patch specifically was focusing on head movement, it's focusing on buffing head movement, making it a lot more effective. Head movement has been one of the things that a lot of people have complained about, including myself, and a lot of folks have actually been reporting that it has actually fixed head movement. Now, the first time that I tested this out, I was saying, I haven't tested it enough to be able to make a determination on whether me particularly have seen any, positive differences in the way the game plays. Now, I have been testing it. I've played a lot of matches against the AI. I've played quite a few matches as well on different accounts. And I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts. Again, this is going to be my personal feelings on it. If you've been playing and you have a different thought on it, that is completely okay. I'm going to give you guys what I think. But before we do that, let's do another match right here. And in this match, I'm going to show you guys how I've been trying to use head movement lately. I'm using Muhammad Ali facing a Joe Louis. Not much has really changed in the way that I play right now. I still will predominantly use the pull counters because I still feel like that is the most effective weapon to actually use to evade and counter shots. Yeah, and another reason why head movement might be difficult to really test out in the game right now, especially when you're facing other players, especially players that are not stupid. Like this guy right now, I can tell he's not dumb, right? He understands the meta. He understands what works in this game, which is why he's going to the body as much as I am as well. You see that? Most of our shots, the end goal is the body shot, and that's just the meta of the game right now. Everyone you face that knows what they're doing, at least that understands what they're doing, they will be working the body. They'll be using this jab that I'm throwing to the body. Most of the combinations will go low, and so trying to use head movement, it'll be very difficult to really do that when you're teeing off to your body. But what I've noticed is, and I'll tell you guys one thing I like about playing this game sometimes, especially for commentary. This is the best game to play for commentary. There's so much downtime. See, like I'm moving a little bit. There's so much downtime. You don't really have to focus that heavily with this game. But yeah, there we go, to the head, to the body. It's just rinse and repeat, really. What I've noticed there we go. I was just about to say with head movement, a lot of times I'm finding that it works best just like that. You see how I'm using the duck to actually evade some shots? When I recognize, all right, my opponent has at least some pattern, I have to start moving my head before they even throw the punch. There we go, like that. You see how, like, my head had to begin moving before the punch even initiated for me to actually be able to duck anything. So, like, you can't go, all right, I'm going to try to evade on reaction, not even remotely close. Even if you were to anticipate, you got to anticipate way early. Start moving your head before the punch is actually being registered for you to actually evade it. And to me, personally, that's not my ideal. Okay, that's not my ideal. My ideal is somewhere in between, somewhere in the middle of reaction and anticipation. So, and right now it seems like reaction is just completely out the table for the flick head movements. You can't react to anything. The head movement, the evasive properties is not good enough. And there's enough delay that if I were to see a punch, like my brain registers, okay, this dude is throwing a hook, duck, and I input the duck, I'm not going to duck soon enough. I'm not going to duck early enough for the hook to not hit me. The hook is still going to hit, so. There we go. That beautiful pull counter. Yeah. And I with everything, you do get better. With everything, you definitely get better. I think even with this particular system, I think there's some players that can figure out exactly how to make it work. Doesn't matter how clunky a system is, someone can always figure out how to make it work. So I'm not saying that, but me specifically, it still needs work. A lot of work. There we go. Oh, he caught me clean with that body shot. There we go. I'm actually not playing with headphones in right now, so I can't even hear the game at the moment. My other headphones fell apart. I ordered a brand new one. I mean, you guys can probably tell, like, I've done something different to my room. I mean, to my office space, so there we go. You know, I think sometimes when I talk about my office space and I use the word room, you know, I've had people comment talking about, man, I can't believe you're in your, you know, whatever. I don't see. Just talking about like I'm in my mom's basement or whatever. It's like, you guys are funny as hell. I know a lot of it is just people trolling and just looking for like low hanging insult. You know, the whole gamer in his mom's basement shit. Like, I have a whole house. I have a whole entire freaking wife and kids and a whole house. I'm not in my mom's basement, but okay. Anyways, here we go. Good body. You see that? That's something I've been trying to see if I can figure out. The slip into the body shot. You guys know me. I've always loved that slip into the same side as the hook to the body. It has sometimes like it will flow seamlessly if I start slipping way early, and at the same exact time my opponent throws like a cross or a jab. It can look really, really beautiful. Like right there. That's what I mean. You see that? That can look really, really good. But like that was just luck. That was me kind of just slipping, and after I already slipped, he threw a straight punch, and I countered him. I can't do that consistently. There we go. Woo! Nice. Round number 3. Like right there. I'm also noticing sometimes you'll actually be able to duck a punch by just holding block. Like, notice how, you guys will notice how when you block low, it actually lowers your fighter's head. You see that? That's high. If I block low, see that how it lowers the fighter's head sometimes? Like a lot of times I've seen if you block low at the right time when the opponent is throwing like a hook to your head, it actually lowers your head, and a lot of times the hook will whiff. Oh shoot, I didn't even realize my head health was that low. Yeah, it is so weird playing without any audio. As you guys can see, bro, my stamina is in great shape. Oh, I lost the last round. All right. Let's try not to screw this up. My stamina is in really, really good place. I'm managing it very well. I wonder what my opponent's is. Curious. To the head. There we go. Oh, let's get out of there. There we go. Some of these shots are still whiffing, but not as bad as it used to be. So what I would say is, have I noticed a difference? I'd say yeah. I've definitely noticed. I've noticed a positive difference for sure. But I just think more needs to be done. More needs to be done to buff head movement. I don't think they should stop here. I definitely don't think they should stop here. Like, there is a small difference. This is my opinion. Again, if you're the kind of person that you've noticed massive differences, bro, don't let my opinion freaking piss you off. Like, it's like I don't understand how, like, why this even happens. Like, somebody would say, okay, for me personally, I haven't noticed a difference, and people lose their shit. Like, what do you mean you haven't noticed? I'm like, I haven't. Sorry, I haven't. Maybe it's because of my style, the way that I play, right? If you have a completely different style, you might have noticed something. I haven't. I haven't noticed as big of a difference. So that's just what it is, man. That's it. It is what it is. All right, it is what it is. But yeah, if you're enjoying the game, bro, like, don't, and who cares what I gotta say, right? Who cares what I gotta say? If you're enjoying the game, you don't need to listen to me. The same way I don't listen to y'all when y'all are, you know, talking about whatever you're talking about, a game that I enjoy. You know, it's like it's very odd when people let others like dictate what they enjoy. It's so silly to me. You know what I mean? Like, The Last of Us Part 2 is an example. I love that game. Love the game. Love the story. Even though a vast majority of people absolutely can't stand that story. I do. And like, it's just no amount of like listening to people tell me how, like, you know, Neil Druckmann made a terrible decision with killing Joel and all that. No amount of that is going to get me to like start going, oh, maybe I actually don't like it. Like, no. There we go. Same way I, you know, don't really like ice cream. No amount of you telling me how delicious ice cream is going to make me like ice cream. Nope. Boom. Got him. See, like, with that is one area where, like, if you 100% see them loading up for a big power shot, the new head movement will be awesome. So this is why I was saying earlier, it depends on a few things. One, your style. Two, your opponent. If I run into someone like this guy is not throwing a lot of power shots. Oh, wow. Literally just make me look like an idiot, bro. I was saying this dude is not throwing a lot of power shots. And he really isn't. Not like other players who like all they throw are power shots. This guy is... Hold on, let me stand up. All right, look. My opponent, he's not throwing a lot of power shots. A lot of the shots he's actually trying to box, it looks like. And based on his record, I can tell this guy actually tries to box. A player like this, it will be very difficult to really test out the head movement. It'll be very difficult to use it, period. But if I'm facing someone who's really throwing almost nothing but power shots, yeah, you'll have enough time to use the new head movement for sure. You'll be able to flick your stick, duck, pull, slip, all that stuff. Well, you see my opponent, he's jabbing, you know, he's throwing jabs, he's going to the body, he's trying to box. There we go. And you'll also notice he himself, he's not using the new head movement, and there's a reason for that. If it felt good, he'd be using it. Like, he's not using the slips at all. And there's a very good reason for that. He knocked me down, so he's gonna try to run down the clock now. That's okay. That's actually very, very smart of him. I have no problems with that whatsoever. That's what he should do after he gets a knockdown. You can't take risks after you get the knockdown. Because I promise you, if he gives me the opportunity, I will get that knockdown back. And right now, he kind of is. Oh, yeah. You better watch it, bro. You better watch it. I know I'm not using a powerful guy, but Muhammad Ali can still do damage. He still do damage. Now, I don't know if his fighter is gassed right now because of the way he's walking, or if this is just the way his fighter moves. I know they gave us like a, you know, there's an animation that starts to play when you start getting tired. And I think that's the animation that's playing right now. Oh, yes. I told you, bro. I told you. I told you. I told you. You give me the opportunity, I will get that knockdown back, man. Yeah, he should have definitely... He should have hung back a lot more, you know? Because now I just got the knockdown back and we're back to square one. At least he's back to square one because I'm winning most of these rounds anyways. My stamina is still pretty good. I'm in a good spot. This is round number 7. Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm going to beat this dude. Unless he knocks me down again or something. I don't see any way for him to come back. Every time I see sweat fly off my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I just got hit with a good shot. I'm gonna start circling with some of these shots right now and see what's up. Yeah, I'm whiffing. Like, the moment he begins to go lateral, I start whiffing. Look at this. Circling a little bit with him. Yeah, looks like cutting an angle just a little bit here. Like circling with the shots a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to keep doing it, though. Smacking him with that left hook. Whew. This game is such a movement simulator, bro. Such a movement simulator. You can just tell that is a massive amount of time was put into the movement in this game, which is why the movement feels, you know, not just, but it just looks incredible. It looks incredible. And moving around, you know, just moving around and just watching the animations blend together and all that, it is nice. It's definitely nice. I'd say when it comes to the movement, this game is a solid like 9 out of 10, man. It's a beautiful movement simulator. They put a lot of time into the movement. I wish they would have put that much time into everything else, you know? Yeah. See the way I'm playing in round number 8 right now? Like, I'm fighting for sure, but like I'm also kind of like trying to be elusive and just let the clock run down a little bit. But yeah, I'm still outlanding him. Woo. Felt that one. Oh! Careful. Careful, careful. Boom. Oh! I'm not going to drop him. I'm not going to be able to because, of course. Yeah. Freaking. Yeah, whiff everything, bro. Whiff everything. He is so gassed. I can tell he's gassed now. So yeah, I hope you guys have watched me use this head movement successfully so far in the game, and I've been caught a few times trying to use it as well. So like I said, man, as this fight comes to an end, my final verdict, just based on all the tests that I've done, is yes, you will notice a small difference dependent on your style and who you're facing. But is this night and day? Personally speaking, no. For me, it's not night and day, not even close. I would like to see them do more. I'd like to see them make it feel more seamless. I'd like to see them remove every single delay that exists when you punch and then try to slip. I want all of that stuff to flow like a proper boxing game. That's when it's gonna feel as good as it's supposed to feel. So yeah, of course the wow, only one judge gave me round 2. Yo, judge number 2, what are you smoking, bro? Look at that, 38% stamina. Yeah, homeboy was gassed. Absolutely gassed. Only 33% of his strikes landed. Jeez, these numbers are crazy, boys. Woo. Oh, yeah. I outlanded him by a lot. All right. That's going to do it, man. If you guys enjoyed the video, you know exactly what to do. Leave a like on the video. If you watch up until this point, just type float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Just write that in the comment section below, and I'll see you boys later. Peace out. Have a good one.